Well, hello there. Do you guys like Netflix originals? Because I've been thinking about them recently. There's been loads. I feel like there's loads nowadays. There's been some really good ones and maybe some less good ones. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a list prepared. I was just thinking like Stranger Things obviously was really successful. Um I did pull up Netflix so I can like look at what was Netflix originals. Oh my gosh, it's making noises. Shh, shh. Um A Series of Unfortunate Events was a Netflix original. That's so good. I'd kind of forgotten about a series of a series of unfortunate events there. That's good. Queer Eye's a Netflix original. Heartstopper, um, Lupin, Young Royals, The Umbrella Academy, Virgin River. Oh my god, I
One
love.
moment.
Oh,
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
it's terrifying. Go away. Uh, I love Virgin River. It's amazing. But anyways, I was watching a Netflix original recently, but now that I'm looking at Netflix, I actually don't remember if it is a Netflix original. I'm gonna have to check. Um, it's not. It's actually just not a Netflix original. I think I watched it on Sky. Okay, I had a title planned for this video, and I think I've messed it up. But do you know what? Maybe we'll just roll with it. Maybe it's part of the process. Imperfections make things perfect. Wait, what am I trying to say? No one's ever said that before. I don't know what I mean. But anyways, I'll just move on and talk about this film. Okay, so essentially the film is called Moonshot, and it's got Cole Sprouse and Lana Condor in it. It's like a rom-com, but it's like a sci-fi rom-com because it's set in space. Um, and it wasn't that good. Much like this parkour gameplay isn't that good, by the way. I just want to say I am self-aware. I know this is really bad. It's just easier to like film stuff like this than film me like building a house because that's like hours of footage. But anyways, I don't need to get into it. This video is way more all over the place than I was expecting it to be, but the rom-com is about Cole and Lana. I can't remember their characters' names, but in this like world of the film, there's a colony on Mars, and Lana's got a boyfriend who's on Mars that she wants to be reunited with, and Cole has just met a girl who is leaving for Mars the next day, and he wants to be reunited with her, and he's also just always had a lifelong dream of going to Mars, I think to do like science or something. I'm not a STEMbo, so as in STEM, I don't know her, but basically there's like a whole fake dating storyline because Cole sneaks his way onto the spaceship that's going to Mars because he doesn't. I don't know. You have to earn your place, or like it's really expensive. I can't remember what. I literally. I guess I'm not that invested in the film, but he like sneaks his way on, and Lana finds him, and then they have some kind of discussion about like, oh my gosh, you're a stowaway. I can't remember if they knew each other before they got on the spaceship, but essentially it ends with them agreeing that Lana's going to pretend that Cole is her boyfriend, who is already on Mars, but they're just going to pretend that he's not. And so there's like a fake dating side plot kind of thing happening. I feel like I'm explaining this in really intense detail, but what happens when they get to Mars is Lana. I don't know why my voice just like got like caught, but Lana reunites with her boyfriend, and he's kind of like a bit micromanagey and annoying. And she misses Earth, and she's not that fussed on like Mars and being in the colony. Her boyfriend's found her a job, and she's like not sure if she wants it. She realizes she wants to go home, and it kind of lines up well with Cole's storyline because he finds the girl that he wanted, who like he chased out to. Well, he kind of did chase her, I guess. It wasn't really portrayed as creepy though, but it turns out she has like a new boyfriend on Mars, and he was upset but respectful. End up on the same spaceship home, and there's this kind of speech. I can't remember if it's a narration or some kind of monologue that's happening in the film, where they're talking about how they found love together and it was unexpected and it was special to them and unique to them. And there was a line that was something like, when you find something so unique to you, it's the only version of itself that exists, or something like that. It literally was not that. I'm paraphrasing massively, but it was essentially about like how love and like partnership with one person is unique, and it was like a quote about making it like beautiful, and it blew me away. And I can't even remember what the quote was, and I wanted to make a video about it. But I have also realised that I did not prepare enough footage for how much talking I've done. Which isn't even that much, like this, I've been speaking for 5 minutes, but I'm gonna have to add a bit more in, so if part of it is like extremely shite, I'm really sorry. Desperate times, you know? I'm having fun. I've been very busy recently and haven't been able to do this, and I missed it. But I also remember what I was gonna make this video about. I was gonna talk about authenticity on YouTube, because recently I've been watching loads of videos about people, like videos when people talk about what they learnt in their 20s. And it's really interesting because everyone who makes those videos are like 30 or in their early 30s. So all of the footage of themselves is from the 2010s, right? Oh yeah, like 2010 or later. Between 2010, between 2010 and 2012. And it's so weird seeing that footage because it's like people with like crazy side sweep partings and fringes, and the clothes are all like really 2010s. But I find it interesting, and I'm not trying to say this in like a insulting way, but it feels very authentic. Like it feels like everyone was not trying as hard to like look cool, look perfect. It felt less like sterilized than I feel like things do nowadays. And I was also watching a video recently, I'll put it in the description. It was on Melanie Murphy's channel or Jessie B's channel, I can't remember, but it was of the two of them, and they were talking about old YouTube and how they miss it, and how they miss like just the feeling of authenticity of it. And I've been thinking about that, and that's why I was going to talk about it in this video, because I felt like I was being authentic, showing you my really bad parkour skills. Like, look how many times I've fallen off of this. It really makes you think. But I promise I have gotten better at it, because I have been practicing. And I also think it's time for me to stop talking. So, goodbye!